ABC's Cecilia Vega at the White House. Cecilia, no surprise. President also taking to Twitter this morning.
What a way to start the week, George. Why not start on Twitter? And that's what he just did. Donald Trump just tweeting from his account. Busy week planned with a heavy focus on jobs and national security. Now, if he makes good on his campaign promises, he will sign some executive orders that will begin to roll back some policies of President Barack Obama on everything from trade to immigration. This morning, President Trump potentially headed for a new legal battle, a liberal watchdog group planning to sue the president, alleging he is violating the Constitution by allowing his businesses, like his new hotel in Washington, D.C., to accept payments from foreign governments. Over the weekend, the president swearing in his senior staff, from Omarosa to son-in-law Jared Kushner. But the first order of business for the new administration, a fight over facts. No questions allowed during Press Secretary Sean Spicer's first White House briefing. Instead, he ripped into reporters for coverage of the inauguration crowd size.
This was the largest audience to ever witness an inauguration, period, both in person and around the globe.
Problem is, that's not true. There's no official crowd count, but there are photos. On the left, President Obama's 2009 inauguration. On the right, President Trump's. The images taken at the exact same location, 2 minutes apart. Spicer also claimed there were more D.C. Metro riders for President Trump's inauguration than President Obama's. But transit officials say there were actually more than 200,000 fewer riders Friday than the 2013 swearing in. When pressed, counselor to the president Kellyanne Conway said Spicer offered, quote, alternative facts.
He had hundreds of thousands of people here, there's no question. I mean, I was on the platform where the president was. We saw crowds as far as the eye can see.
And now some crowd experts telling the New York Times there may have been as many as 3 times more people at the Women's March in Washington than at Trump's inauguration. It was that speech by the president himself at the CIA that launched the debate.
It went all the way back to the Washington Monument, and we caught them in a beauty, and I think they're going to pay a big price.
SNL pouncing.
If you're going to lie, don't make it so obvious. Say you are friends with LeBron James, not that you are LeBron James.
Now, that visit by President Trump to the CIA took place in front of the agency's memorial wall to fallen heroes. And the president spent much of his time bashing the media and rehashing his election win. That did not sit well with the former CIA director who, through an aide, said it was a despicable display of self-aggrandizement, George.
Yeah, that's right. And the feud continued yesterday. Kellyanne Conway told me she thought Brennan acted like a partisan political hack. And you're going to see a real confrontational atmosphere in that White House press briefing room today at around 1:30.
Yeah, after that, what many say was a bizarre display on Saturday by Press Secretary Sean Spicer, he'll have his very first on-camera briefing starting today, Monday, where this time he is expected to take questions, George, and you can imagine he'll get a lot of them.
No question about it.